thinking I might put this on quick. Not gonna lie, been on a day shift, so I'm asleep by now, and I'm very tired. Don't worry about it, matey. If you're tired and you need to go, you get yourself off to sleep. But it's lovely to see you in here. Genuinely is. How you been? What you been up to? Anything exciting happening your side of the pond? Yeah, like that. We got. I don't know if we want to put them. No, we want to put them in there, don't we? Let's get rid of that one. That one. Don't think I've got anything in here. Nah, not really. Yeah, it's a bit same old just these days, isn't it? It's. I don't want to use the word boring, but it's like same shit, different day. But as long as you've been keeping well, that's all I'm interested in. We do have plenty of that, pretty much. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been doing the same old stuff as usual. You know, I've been playing a few new games. The Long Drive, that's really good. Really enjoying that. When you sit back and think about it, you just drive in a straight line, a couple of curves, and then you loot some places along the way. I can't tell you why it's so addictive, but I am completely involved in it. Other than that, there hasn't really been that much else. My YouTube seems to be doing really well. Hey, how are you doing, Ash? Oh, neat. It's been ages since I've seen or played Stardew Valley. I'm so glad you're in here. So I love this game, Stardew Valley. It's I think I'm on like episode 104 on my YouTube channel, and I absolutely love it. And people seem to enjoy watching it as well. And I'm having an absolute ball playing it. It's kept me entertained for 104 episodes basically. It really, yes, it is. And I needed something to chill with this morning because, you know, I ain't like yesterday. Today's going to be one of them days. Except today, I'm not allowing it to beat me. So I'll forewarn and say this before we carry on. I apologise to. Why is there a chicken outside, and how did he get out there? If I do end up cutting my stream short, you know, I'm trying to force myself a little bit more to do some stuff, and yeah, today I'm not letting it win. So fingers crossed it works, which would be lovely. There's a chicken or something down there. No, it's a pig. Is that not? How many pigs have I got? That's a cow. Yeah, right. I don't know how that chicken's got out, but he's out. Wait a second. How did you get out there? I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just open this all up for them. But yeah, I'm beginning to realise that there's stuff in here now, because this is my first playthrough and I didn't know anything about the game beforehand. I'm beginning to realise that I should have concentrated. Flew right over the wall. Yeah, probably. I should have concentrated on relationships, specifically with Willie, because as I understand it, Willie, when you get him up to 10 hearts, gives you the ability of getting to Ginger Island. And that opens up the game, apparently. So, yeah, it's going to take me a while to do that. But I'm not mad about it. You know, I still get to play this. So, and enjoy it in the meantime while we're getting there. But, yeah, If I'd have kind of known that earlier, I might have focused on it a bit more because it takes quite a long time to get their hearts up. Which obviously, not knowing the game, didn't know that, but it's all right. We lives and we learns. So talking of Willy, I think, do I have another diamond in here? Not in there, in here. Do. Maybe we should go and find the Wilster. Have I got anything to sell? Sell that, sell that. That. Yeah. I might sell that one as well. Right, let's go and find Willy. Speaking of chill games, someone at work made a clone of Universal Paperclip on the theme of working for my company, and it was hilarious. Really? Now, I don't think Willy's going to be in there. He'll be at the... Yeah. He's going to be at work with a bit of luck. That's all paper clips. Working for my company. People are just so talented, aren't they? I really envy people that can do stuff that like computer program is never interested has never interested me at all. The idea of spending hours looking through thousands of lines of code, Christ, I can't speak today, lines of code to find a full stop or a comma is not my idea of fun. So I've never really been interested in that. In fact, let me give you a shout out. Boom. Oh, you like Factorio? Okay, so I've had Factorio for a while. I love factory style games, but I don't. Oh, you don't actually stream? Oh, okay. I'm giving you a shout out anyway. We're gonna make you famous. But I've never really given it long, like most of my games. I've never really given it long enough to understand it properly, but I know it's a game that I'm really interested in because I like Satisfactory. I've just bought Anno 1800 a little while ago whilst it was on sale because I've had my eye on that game for ages. I played around with streaming Factorio for a bit back in 2018, but never did anything seriously. I mean, I mean, I'm not doing this as a serious thing. I do this so I can meet people and talk to people throughout the day. So I'm not just stuck in here on my own talking to myself, you know? And it's been the best thing I think I've ever done, quite honestly. I enjoy what I do. And other people seem to like it too. Excuse me. Other people seem to like it too, so as far as I was concerned, that's kind of a win-win for me. I'm gonna plant that there, just in the way. George, should we talk to George? George, okay, great. Well, at least I've spoken to you. Talk to you, spoken to you. Talk to you, spoken to you. Right, okay. I do have 3. Oh, wow. Yes, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot I need to kind of know about that game because I see a lot of people that have those kind of hours in it, and the replayability of it's supposed to be phenomenal. And I honestly just feel like I'm missing out, you know. So, and I own it. It's like, well, why not play it? It just seems stupid to me, but I do that with a lot of my games, if I'm being completely honest. That's for sale. I can sell that. Sell that. Keep the oyster in that because I don't think I have any of them. So we'll put these in the fish. Grab that. That can go in there. You'll go up the top here then, I guess. You will. Down here. Look, it's all 12:30 and my cats are chasing each other around my room. So they're not going to let you sleep then, basically. It's like, no, you can't sleep. Why would you need to sleep? We're awake. You should be awake. Maybe it's time to get up and start your day. What was I doing it? Right, let's put some. Let's do a little bit of inventory management. That's not something you all hear me say very often, is it? Well, I'm gonna do some inventory management. Your vegetable, veg. Oh, can we just put more away? I've got the wrong one on there. I'm gonna need another. What's it? They'll settle down when I turn off the light. You need to get yourself some sleep, mate. I really appreciate you being in here, but I'd appreciate it more if you looked after yourself and got some sleep. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I did have wool in here somewhere. I know I did. There, I knew I did. Yeah, sleep was overrated. Yeah, tell me about it. Well, this is one of the reasons why I'm not feeling too well just recently. Like, I feel really lightheaded at the moment because for the last few nights I've been using this new thing that I've got, and I've started to get a lot more sleep, and it's actually making me feel worse. And it's not the thing that I'm doing that's making me feel worse. It's me actually catching up on some sleep. But yeah, that's why I couldn't stream yesterday, which was a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. You know, I've just got to ride the rough with the smooth, I guess, until I reach a point where I'm okay. And I'm going to reach that point because I want to. Right. I haven't put any of these in yet. Okay. So let's put you down and you down. I've got... What else have I got? There. Right, let's plant all of these because we can. Because it's the greenhouse. Well, for what it's worth, health, streaming, the latter can wait, the former, but not vice versa. Yes, no, I get, honestly, I understand that. I'm beginning to understand that. The reason, don't get me wrong, I'm not streaming at the moment because I'm like, oh, I've got to stream because I'll lose followers or whatever else. That's not what I'm thinking at all. At the moment, I'm streaming because if I didn't, I would sit here and I'd be thinking, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I feel so dizzy. I don't feel very well, blah, 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 blah. Then I'd live inside my head and then it'd be like, well, why do I feel so dizzy? And yeah. So, yeah, all right, I'll get some sleep. No worries, buddy. You have a good night's sleep and I will catch you in here soon. Like I said, I'm doing something about my own sleep pattern now by taking what I'm taking. And hopefully we can start on get earlier streams going so you can get in here and you can have some fun with us because I've missed you. I genuinely have missed you. We need a good catch up, that's for sure. So you take care of yourself, give your cats a big cuddle from me, and I'll see you soon, buddy. Good night, mate. But yeah, I'm literally doing this because I enjoy it and I like talking to people. Yeah, sounds like a good distraction, but not an obligation. Both of which is an excellent attitude. Yeah, then that's kind of what I'm trying to foster. All right, mate. Good night. Have a good sleep. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like my missus, she says to me, like I phoned her literally before I come in here. And I said to her, you know, I don't want to stream today. I don't feel up to it. I don't feel well, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, look, she said, just get in there and stream. She said, because I hear you do this all the time. You feel like this beforehand. And then you get in there and then all of a sudden, all I hear is you laughing from downstairs. And you may not be better, but you sound better. And then eventually that will make you feel better. And it's like, and then she says, if you've got to come off, she says, I've seen the people in your community. They ain't going to worry about you going off quickly. They're there because they like you, you know? And you know, she said, just come off. So I figured, like, you know, I'll do it. I don't like admitting that my wife's right. Because, you know, it's not a precedent I actually want to cement, you know, but when you're right, I guess. I'm kidding. My wife's amazing. Maple bars, I already know that one. Yeah, that's actually a thing, isn't it? When you feel down, forcefully smiling can improve your mood and stuff. Yeah, I've said it for quite a while now. You just fake it till you make it. No, the problem is that some of my what's this? I've got a new item in stock. It's called an auto grabber. I need that in my life. Similar to if somebody slaps you repeatedly, your mood is likely to get worse, right? Yeah, exactly. It's all psychological. Well, yeah, you know. I mean, but this is all chowder. Okay. It is all psychological, you know, and you can fake it till you make it. You know, I've been doing a lot of research on the brain and how things work and what have you, and it's scary but truly amazing at the same time. My biggest issue is that I have physical stuff that like dizziness and what have you, which scare the life out of you because it's not fun, you know, feeling lightheaded, because it usually means that there's something else, and I don't know. But I've had all of the tests, so I know I'm okay. It's just a case of just riding roughshod. And the problem is that I was having panic attacks, which seem to be going off a bit now. But now I need to push myself to go out and have the panic attacks while I'm out, to know that I'm going to be okay to get over having panic attacks. But when you're this knackered, it's hard to push yourself. You know, it's not laziness, it's not cowardice. I'm just, and when I try and explain to people how tired I am, it's like, it's difficult because I've never felt this tired before. And it's hard to articulate it to other people. And yeah, it's difficult to convey. Oh, a new chat. Hey! Do you know what? Fritu. No, hey. Well, I think I'm a bit of a proof there. What's this? Well, I think I'm a bit of a proof there. I'm reasonably sure I'm not clever enough to work in this field, so I've just bumbled around and kept working for 15 years like that. Yeah, exactly. You know, I think it's so hard because I don't even think doctors know, you know, what the right thing is or the wrong thing is to do. You know, I just think that everybody's fumbling in the dark when it comes to mental health and stuff. And the problem is that you go to the doctors because you think, they're going to help, and, you know, they give you a tablet and whatever, and then that's it. And then the problem for me, the biggest problem for me is that when they diagnosed me with panic attacks and whatever else, basically a mental health issue, me personally, I felt that I had no voice after that. It's like everything and anything that I had said, that's because of panic attacks. That's because of mental health, you know. And it's like, but a lot of it wasn't. But it just feels like you have no voice anymore because you've been labelled this thing. Oh yeah, it's hard to admit, but in some fields of medicine, we're still right at the start of it. Yeah, exactly. Still at the see what stage. Yeah, and it really is. Like I was put on tablets, and I apologise for going through all this. I just, you know, I don't make a secret of what's wrong with me, and I like to tell everybody about it purely because men don't normally, men and women, so I'm not just specifically classing this for men, right? But men don't normally talk about anxiety, depression and stuff. They consider it as a sign of weakness, and I'm a guy, and, you know, if I can talk about it, hopefully somebody else out there will look at it and think, Actually, he's been saying he's been through the same things what I'm feeling, and maybe it might spur them on to go, oh, new baby chick, excellent, we're getting loads of stuff. Might spur them on to go and get some help, you know, because we all need a bit of help. And then hopefully it might help with suicide rates. I'm you know, I'm no warrior. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm no keyboard warrior, and I'm not Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, he's just doing that because I genuinely care. You know, and it's just awful. It is. It really is. And the problem is with mental health is that until it happens to you, you'll never understand. I think that's one of the worst part of it. You know, like I've said this analogy many a times. You know, if I fell over and I cut my arm all the way up from ear to ear, everybody would be like, "Oh my god, that must really hurt. Oh, let's rush into the hospital. We need to get this done. We need to get that done." And it would be like, "Oh, that must really hurt him." But because mental health's up here and you can't see it, and then you go to the doctors and you have the tests and they said there's nothing wrong with you, everybody then just thinks, oh god, here we go. Look, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not going to die. What's the problem? And it's like a panic attack is just that. It is, regardless whether it's real or not, right? To me and to anybody else having a panic attack, feeling like they're going to die, we actually feel like it's going to happen. I imagine it to be exactly the same thing that when the day ever comes when I do go, you know, and yes, it's awful, but it's hard to try and explain that to people that have never suffered with it. But it is what it is. Like I said, my wife was obviously right, because I'm sat here now. I'm having a lovely conversation with you. I met one of my old friends today because he come in, and yeah, we're going to make today a good day. And that's the other thing, you know. One of the things that's helped me the most in my attitude and my outlook on all of this is that it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to not be able to get up and push yourself. You haven't failed. You're not a failure. And it's not the end, because tomorrow can be different. Just make sure that you go to bed tonight thinking, okay, tomorrow I'm going to try a little harder. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the day. You know, just like quitting smoking, losing weight, and all of that kind of thing. You only fail when you stop trying. It's a war you're fighting. And every day is a battle, and it's fine to lose a battle as long as you don't give up on the war. I really sound like I'm just preaching today, don't I? It's just, honestly, it's just the way I've been doing things, and I'm lucky. You know, I am unlucky in health. I broke my back years and years ago. I'm disabled. I take a lot of medication and whatever. I say this loads. People are probably fed up with hearing it. But I'm lucky in love. I have an amazing family. I have beautiful grandchildren. I've got great sons. You know, so I'm lucky on that. And, you know, I could sit here and focus on the fact, oh, I can't go off and do this. I can't walk properly. I'm in pain and whatever else. But that's never going to change. What is going to change is my family. They're going to grow up. They're going to get older. They're going to have lives of their own. So I'm trying my hardest to enjoy every second I have with my family, because they make me happy. They make me smile. My wife has made me smile every single day that we've been together. And what's funny is when we met, that was the one thing that she said to me that she'd do, and she's done it. Even on my worst days, she still made me smile. And I'm talking about when I've been sat there in tears and upset and down and whatever else. She's made me smile, and I've got tears streaming down my face. So she's never let me down.